talk about anywhere else. Speaking of which, as you know, Andy Cohen in a new Variety interview revealed that they are going to reboot The Real Housewives of New York, and they're going to launch a new show called Real Housewives of New York, either Legacy or Throwback. They haven't decided. And there have been all kinds of rumors of, oh, this person's going to be asked for the Legacy. Guys, reading is fundamental. He literally said in this interview, their focus right now is the reboot. It's not even Legacy. I don't think there's even a conversation about Legacy happening right now. They're trying to cast RHONY the Reboot. All right. And RHONY casting on social media, which has been a reliable source in regards to the RHONY news, because there's been so much RHONY news in the last year or two, and all of it's come out to be false. The only legitimate news that we've gotten was that casting for that was all over the place and nothing was happening. And that was according to my sources. So now their casting is talking about when they're going to start filming the Real Housewives of New York reboot. Okay. And they're answering questions on social media. Okay. So they're saying this. They said in a question and answer session on Instagram, someone asked, when can we expect RHONY to air? The person says 2023. But before they asked that, they were asking about when are they going to start filming? The person says, when can we expect RHONY to film? RHONY Casting responded, back on the old schedule, fall. And a lot of you were upset that you thought RHONY was going to be pushed back, you know, and it would be pushed off the schedule that it was. But because it's been pushed back so long, they've actually fallen back into the schedule that RHONY normally would film in. No word on an actual cast, but RHONY Casting has been in contact with multiple people. Okay. And there were people being selected for this new cast. Not sure if they're still being considered. I'm sure that they are, because casting is such a hard thing to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are considering some of the people that they originally had and maybe their friend groups. I don't think Ramona, Luann, even Sonia will be coming back. As you know, Ebony K. Williams did a recent interview on Carlos King's podcast, and she revealed in that podcast that none of the ladies except Sonia Morgan were willing to come to the table and have a conversation about what the cast would look like with her being a part of it. She said no one except Sonia Morgan. They did not want Ebony K. Williams to come back for another season. And because of that, that whole situation in New York fell apart. And that was part of the problem, reportedly, that Bravo was having, along with your feelings about Ramona coming back for a possible season. So much so, Bravo took the chicken-ish out way of getting out of this whole situation by just rebooting the entire thing instead of actually firing certain people. But we've been asking for a reboot for multiple cities. So here we are. We're getting a reboot. Not sure what this reboot's going to look like. I'm not that interested in a Legacy situation because the people that we want to return to Legacy probably won't return. Bethany, just saying.